Hello YouTube, welcome back to another vlog. Today is Wednesday the 24th and I'm going to run you through a day in a life. Also, I'm going to be trying my best, as I always do, to bring some wisdom to the table. So I'm going to be talking you through why this thing here, this little device here, which is a Kindle, has literally, I feel like I say this a lot, but literally allowed me to fundamentally change my life in a very short amount of time. It comes down to buying into something. When you buy something, you commit to the thing, and then also reading as well. But right now, I'm about to jump on a call with my client, Jai, who is a coach himself from Australia. We're going to be chatting about his next steps in the coaching program. I'm going to map out the next 6 months, how things look. He's got a half marathon coming up in 2 weeks' time, I believe, something like that. I'm getting a little bit leaner as well, whilst he's at home at the moment, because he likes to travel. Who can blame him? And then we're going to get on with the day. I'll show you how things go. We've got a gym session. It's hot in the UK. It's hot. We are experiencing a heat wave, which is great. Music to my ears. Too many people are complaining about it being too hot. I'm like, bro, you were complaining it was too cold last week. But no, it has been like 32, which is very unusual for the UK. And obviously, the UK, we're not used to this type of weather. So it's red hot in the houses. It's red hot trying to sleep. Nobody's got aircon. But it's rather a bit hot, right? Anyway, let's go chat with Jai. Say hi to the vlog.
Hello.
Oh, look at that.
Oh
Look at those gold jeez. When I grow up, if I can have guns like those. Absolutely love catching up with clients. It's one of my favorite things to do. So all my clients are just great guys. I absolutely love speaking with them. It gives me so much energy and joy for the rest of the day. So yeah, great catch up with Jai. Because he's a coach as well. We just kind of talk about things just outside of health and fitness and the coaching side of things. So yeah, great chat. Now on my schedule for the day, before training, I'm going to script a new YouTube video. I'm going to do a little bit of content and then yeah, move on to the day. So I'll keep you updated. I'll see how things go and we'll go from there. However, before I do dive into that, I'm going to explain a little bit more about this. So if you're anything like me, you probably found yourself in recent times on your phone way too much, scrolling and thinking, oh my God, where's the time gone? And I was getting a little bit annoyed at it, very annoyed at it, to be honest. And I wanted to do something about it. And I thought, well, I need to start reading more. Reading is a cheat code because it gives you more focus. It allows you to become more intelligent and it will help you instantly become a better person because you will become more intelligent because you're learning from the greatest minds in the world. When you pick up a good book, which will educate you, you are improving your intelligence so fast that it's indescribable. It's beyond using AI because when you use AI and things like that, which is super quick now, but when you use AI, you are not learning any of the information that it spits out at you. You're just copy and pasting information and putting it where it needs to be. A book or Kindle, a book, you need to read it. It takes you time. When you read something, you absorb the information. So you instantly become more intelligent. You're learning from the greatest minds in the world. What a blessing, right? Somebody more intelligent than me and you have put time into a book so we can just read that book and become instantly more intelligent. Which is why the books from Dan Sullivan on 10x Easy and 2x, Who Not How, and The Gap and the Gain have been so instrumental in the past 2 weeks of my life. Because in the past 2 weeks, I've read all of those 3 books on this and I've become instantly more intelligent by reading those books. And that intelligence that I've gained has helped me so much with my mindset. But also I've been able to pass that information on to my clients as well, which is amazing. If I can help my clients by me becoming more intelligent outside of the world of health and fitness, that's great. Because physical transformation is the byproduct. Physical transformation is not the goal. Physical transformation is something that you get along the way. Most people want more confidence, self-respect, freedom, joy, right? They want to take the top off on the beach and feel confident and proud with what they have. That is the outcome. What you get along the way, your physique, is just the product of it. So learning more information about how to help clients with their mindset, with their struggles, how to overcome challenges, how to 10x their life, how to look at the gain instead of the gap. Game changing, bro. Absolutely game changing. Look at that sun. Let's get on with the day. That was a nice, productive work block. Got in there. Oh, wrong way. Got in there. Building out a YouTube series, a 7-part series for the education channel, where I'm going to be taking people through a bit of a journey, really, to understand why everything that they've been told about health and fitness is wrong, fundamentally. Why a lot of people are unfortunately stuck in their health and fitness endeavours when it comes to training, when it comes to their phases, when it comes to the nutrition, when it comes to the mindset. A lot of things out there at the moment is just creating so much noise for so many people, and it's annoying. I hate to see it. People just get frustrated, they're stuck, they don't know what to do next, they don't know where to go, they're training harder, they're eating less, and they're still not seeing progress. So this video series is going to be outstanding, and I've just been building all that out, looking at the framework, seeing how things look. And then I've just reviewed a video which my editor is currently editing right now. And now it is time for my pre-workout meal, where I have 100 grams of rice, 150 grams of chicken, 100 grams of blueberries, a bit of dark chocolate, and then I sprinkle on some cinnamon and some ginger. It doesn't look fantastic, but it is what it is. It is meal prep. In fact, as well, if all of your meals look great, you've got too much time on your hands. I don't know. It don't look too bad, actually, does it? Blueberries, chocolate, happy days. I'm going to get this down, mate. And then it is time for the gym. I'll see you soon. Oh, it's not a great view, is it? Let's sort that out. That one's not much better either. I'm only joking. Good session, deload this week. So a reduction in overall volume and intensity as well. So just some really nice, easy work on all exercises. And then same with the cardio that you just saw as well. So nice and easy does it. Got a sweat on, 33 degrees and no aircon in the gym. It's kind of how I like it though, to be honest. Makes you feel a little bit more manly. That wasn't very manly, was it? Let's go have some food, shall we? And just like that, shower, a little bit of NSDR done. So if you don't know what NSDR is, it is non-sleep deep rest, which Andrew Huberman has probably popularised. So I do that, which is which is just kind of like a form of guided breathing and meditation. I do that after the gym just to bring myself back down to baseline. And as I mentioned on the channel before, because I kind of stressed, or well, I don't feel stressed, but my body is telling me otherwise, which is why my sleep's disrupted. Can't get that straight, can I? Which is why my sleep's disrupted. If I can do things like this during the day, guided breathing, sitting outside in nature without my phone whilst I'm eating, it's going to help bring my stress levels, perceived stress levels, back down to a normal position, which is great. Pre-workout, post-workout, the same as pre-workout. So don't need to go through that. And then I'm going to eat and then go on to point number 2 on why getting a Kindle has been transformative for me. This thing, point number 2. So point number 1, it's allowed me to become more intelligent, which is obviously great. Point number 2, it's allowed me to increase my focus so much. So when I first started reading, or even before that, right, when I was trying to concentrate on some different tasks, and I'm sure you'll be able to relate to this, your mind just bounces around all over the place, or at least mine does anyway. I know that, you know, some other people who I speak to will experience the same things, and like I say, you may as well. But your mind's just bouncing all over, like, ooh, like that monkey, right, from Simpsons in Homer's head, which is just bouncing around and clapping. And the problem with that is, obviously, your focus is just non-existent. And if you can't focus, how are you actually going to be productive and actually do meaningful work? So the thing is, since I've started reading, you need to be focused, right? Unless you can just do like a million things at once. It's impossible. You need to be focused when you're reading because you want to take in and absorb the information. So when I first started reading, my mind was jumping all over the place. I actually struggled to read. But now I get locked into the book, the Kindle, and I can focus for as long as I need to without my mind bouncing all over the shop. Now, why is that relevant? It's relevant because you can take that into any other aspect of your life now. So if people struggle to meditate like I used to, it was because I couldn't focus. Having the habit of reading has allowed me to focus better, which then allows me to meditate. Same when I'm doing the NSDR. Same when I'm doing some guided breathing. Same when I am working. You know, when I'm working and I can lock in and just stay focused, the productivity goes through the roof. So point number 2 is, it allows you to focus a hell of a lot better, maintain focus, which then not only obviously allows you to absorb the information better, but then allows you to just be a bit of a savage in everything else that you're doing as well. Because instead of operating at 30%, that goes to 90. Game changing. I don't work for Amazon, by the way. My code is Amazon, if you're watching. And then the last one, which I think is the most important one. Can you see? I've had my hair cut. Ooh. Ready to film a YouTube video tomorrow. And then the last one, and probably the most important one of why reading is so good, is because it's helped me with my mental health for sure. Kind of like stress reduction, right? Because most often we only get stressed by looking at external things. So when we're doom scrolling or when we're comparing ourselves to other people, that's time where we could be reading, right? So if you are not doing those things and filling that time with something that's more productive in your life, reading, you are becoming more focused, you're becoming more intelligent, and you're spending less time doing shit that actually makes you more stressed out. So it's a no-brainer for me. Obviously, I wish I'd have started this habit a long time ago, but it's a really important point, right? That people always think that when it comes to health and fitness anyway, they're like, can I do this by myself? But when you look at the brass tacks, and they've been the same for the past year, 5 years, 10 years, it's never a training plan that's the problem. It's never a new nutrition plan that's the need. It's accountability. Like, and buying a Kindle for me, purchasing something, putting your foot in the door,
is accountability. Like, I've been training for 20 years, and outside of tearing my bicep, I've never had more than a week off. I'm not saying that just, I'm not just saying that, that's not BS. That is the fact, that is fact, right? And the reason why I've been so consistent is because throughout my entire journey, I've always had a coach. I've always invested in momentum and external accountability. So that analogy that goes from fitness coaching to buying a Kindle is the same thing. When you purchase something, you are purchasing guidance, intelligence, focus, lack of stress, because in a fitness content, you're just letting somebody else deal with all your stuff. And there's no better way to 10x your life than investing in yourself. So there you have it. I'm about to have tea, dinner, wherever you're from in the world. If you're from Yorkshire, it's tea. If you're from anywhere else, it's probably dinner. I'll show you what that looks like. And then we're going to round out today's vlog. I have got a client call at 7 p.m. where I'm going to run you through a presentation, the gap versus the gain. But I'll show you what dinner looks like, and then we'll cut the vlog here. We have kiwi, potatoes, digging the red potatoes at the moment. If you haven't ever treat yourself to a red potato, I recommend a red potato, or a salad, a baby potato, but a salad potato. Delightful. Then we've got frozen green beans, or just green beans. They're the same thing, right? A green bean is a green bean, whether it's been frozen or not. I buy all of my veg mostly frozen because it lasts longer. And I don't like throwing things away. Funnily enough, I've also got a few rogue pieces of chicken in there as well. Because the sardines, I didn't have enough sardines to hit my quota of protein in this meal. So I just topped it up with a little bit of chicken. But that meal literally took me 2 minutes to put together. Potatoes, green beans, chicken, all in that pan. Sardines in that pan. And 10 minutes to cook. And that is a delight. If you aren't eating sardines and potatoes, honestly, please get yourself some sardines and potatoes. It will give you, jokes aside, a lot of health benefits from sardines. Like literally nature's superfood. And potatoes, golden. Bon appetit. And friends, if you like this vlog, please drop us a like, hit subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Much love.